Our Run and Shoot 101 series continues. Today we look at 90-14. 90s are 2x2 pass protection. It tells the quarterback that which side is going to be your front side, which side is going to be the back side. Looking at the play art, the quarterback is going to read the corner over the hitch, and he's going to see if he either sits on it, mans to man on him, or if he's going to drop. If he drops and leaves the hitch all alone, throw the hitch immediately. If he does anything else and he sticks to that guy and that hitch is not open, then you just read it right across from right to left or left to right. I would start with whichever hitch you have into the boundary and work your way across, because throwing it all the way across the field to that far side hitch is sometimes not going to always be advantageous. In college football 25, I found I prefer having that lock seam all the way into the boundary, particularly. Let's dig into why. First up, we have cover one. This play is a cover one beater, and I'm going to show you why. So let's read the right side first, just for fun. So over there, you see he's definitely capped. He's sitting on it. You move over to the slot there. He makes his break. You immediately can throw this right here. Throw it a little bit later than I could have, and you can just turn that upfield. Super easy. But if you read it on the left side first, it also works really well. You see that again, that corner is capping the hitch over there. And you'll notice that the corner has inside and underneath leverage with no one outside and over top. So just pass lead it over top and outside, and one play touchdown. Against cover three match, this is interesting, and I didn't know this. I really like this aspect. If you look at that slot again, we're going to read the outside. You're going to see that you're capped over the corner. So now you're thinking, look at the slot. Notice the corner is now over top and outside, but you can still pass lead it above him if you have a faster receiver than he has a corner. Otherwise, you would have to try and throw it short and have him rally back to it. Against cover three, you'll notice this hitch is going to be wide open, and we're going to be hitting it quite often, but you have to hit it fast. If you hit it late, it will get broken up by that flat defender. The real secret is that the slot receiver is going to collide with that curl flat before he can rally late, so that provides you your window. If you miss it, you do have that dig over the middle that comes open over top of it. Against quarters, it plays out kind of similarly, but it's a little tighter. So again, you have to get it out there on time, and you have that dig coming in over top. But that dig is not always going to be there. So when you have nothing available, neither the hitch nor that dig, it's not really great. So this isn't a play I would recommend that you run against too high shell coverages. If you know that your opponent's running nothing but 6, 2, 4 palms, then I would maybe be a little bit more hesitant about running this play. If your opponent is loving cover 1 and 3 match, then this is an absolute great play. That hitch outside is open, but the guys are sitting on top of him. It's going to be a hospital ball. But if you can time it just right and get it right in that hole, and that's going to kind of be there. But like I said, there's going to be times where it's going to be easier for you to just tuck it and run it. If they're covering everyone, then no one is covering you. That's what I always say. Again, you can just get this out to the flat fast, but if you're late on it, it's dead. Even though he was still open there at the end looking, there was a free flat defender that would have blown it up or picked it. There you can kind of pass lead it outside and squeeze it in. But interestingly, and that was cover 2, this is the 2-sided cover 6, and it plays it entirely different with that half. So I don't know why that half is playing that so differently, but just something to keep in mind. Against 2-man, a lot of this is going to get kind of locked up. That will convert to a fade. Against fire zone, we're going to get that over the top again. Cover 1 linebacker blitz. This is kind of kind of be the same. You will notice sometimes that lock seam will get driven inside and off his course. It's fine, just work your way on to the next route. Don't sit on that when it happens, because he's just going to get too far off course to be useful. Against cover 0, you can hit this outside really fast. That guy will just come down and take away any yak on it, but it's there. You can try and throw over the top. It depends on how your opponent's playing cover 0 and how they're shading it. If they shade over or under top, you can do the opposite. Now, this play looks the same, but it is different. So I want to go over how. This is from gun spread. The other one was from gun spread slot close. One difference is that these hitches are completely wrong and they don't hitch correctly. The second issue is that the option route on this one and from the slot, instead of being a dig or a streak, it is now a dig or a post. So there's some ways that's better, some ways it's worse. On the hitches, what you have to do is you need to hot route them to the triple option, like I'm showing right here. The triple option hot route is going to fix most of those issues with that hitch. This is what it looks like on the normal, and you'll notice on this versus cover 1, whereas on the other play, he hitched outside. On that rep, he ran a streak. With that triple option, he again hitches. This is again open outside and deep, just like it was on the 14 play that was in slot close. Corners capped. Again, you're going to kind of get the same thing where cover 3 will play that outside, so you have to kind of thread that needle. Cover 3 match definitely plays that better than 1 hole does, at least right now in the cycle. We'll see if that changes. That dig is also still consistently there against pretty much all 3 and 4 cover structures. Cover 4 quarters, match quarters. Where you're going to really see that post is if against cover 2. In a way, this kind of plays out like an inverted dagger, where you're going to end up with one guy sitting in the flat, one guy clearing out, and one guy coming across right in the middle. It's a 3-level flood, essentially. In a lot of ways, this kind of serves the same function as white cross. Please smash that like button and drop some comments down below if you're enjoying the content. Against cover 6, that hitch for some reason comes open. I think it might depend on what kind of flat defender they have out there. Again, that hitch is just there. If you see him open, you just dump it off. It's a free 5 yards, and if you get more than that, great. Tampa 2. Now there, he's collided. He goes over top. You can now hit the whole shot in cover 2. That's what's good about the triple option, or how this route is supposed to work, is that versus cover 2, you get that, and on rare occasion, you get that kind of big play potential. So this is still very viable against Tampa 2. Ooh. Bombs over Baghdad. Yeah, against Fire Zone, this version is even better. Probably because the formation is just spread so much wider. Against 2 Blitz, you're going to get that hitch is going to convert to a streak. You're going to have 2 routes over the middle. You're just going to take whichever guy's most open on that rep. Against 1 Blitz, it's going to play out kind of similarly. Again, you're going to be able to get over the top. This is where having a fast slot is going to be really important to win that route. Against 4 cross blitz, cover 0, you're going to again see that hitch there immediately. You can try and throw this deep. Just throw it with the leverage. Hey guys, I've mentioned before, I have my Patreon. I really appreciate all the support over there. You guys make it all possible. I have all sorts of guides, tons of value in there for you guys. I'm going to be adding more stuff there throughout the year. Right now I'm doing a blitz on these videos, but once I kind of wrap up this series, I'm hoping to do about, I don't know, maybe 20 of these. Then I'm going to be shifting my attention back over there and posting all sorts of other stuff. And hey, I have a college football dynasty on Xbox that we are now opening up recruiting. We still have open teams. Come join today.
Join me.